guys, welcome back to No Catch Name. It's me, Ella. Today is July 11th, which is a Friday. So it is Christmas in July, week 2. And it's Christmas extravaganza 2025. So hashtag that. And also, I'm going to leave below linked Kristen and KK, their channel, which is KK Crochet. They're the ones who are hosting Christmas extravaganza. They've been doing it for a few years now. But anyways, I wanted to share for 4 weeks because I don't have enough time to do daily ones, which I would love to do. Last week I shared the little hat for Embroidery's little Santa hat, witch hat, party hat, whatever kind of hat you want to make. This week I wanted to make a keychain, so I did make this pattern. I designed a strawberry. I thought this would be a cute stocking stuffer, especially if you have like a cottagecore-esque kind of girly in your life like me. I love all things cottagecore, which if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like, think of like Pride and Prejudice themed things. Really feminine dress flowing while you're standing, you know, in a field of flowers, surrounded by fruits and little animals and toads and maybe a little bit of witchy stuff, because I do like the witchy kind of things too. It's just, that's kind of the theme. But it's really cute. It's no sew. I guess you embroider the seeds on there. Does that count? But it's really quick. I think it's only 9 rounds. And you just need a little keychain thing to put on there. So I'm going to insert that tutorial to this video. I'm also going to upload it separately for the people who don't want to watch this whole chatty part. And yeah, so, but you could also technically make any kind of amigurumi. That was my Alexa. Any kind of amigurumi into a keychain. If you just make it small enough, you can put one of these little keychains on there and there you go. But I thought this would be a cute little stocking stuffer to add to a stocking. Or if you're making like a gift box for someone, you could add it in there, you know, theme it. I love themed gifts. Me and my friend Phyllis both like themed gifts. It's, you know, it's nice when people put the thought in to do that. So like you could get them like a cute little cup with a strawberry theme, and then put this in there with like another keychain or something. I don't know. But it's just cute. Anyways, stay tuned for that tutorial, and then I will see you next Friday. What is next Friday? The 18th, for another quick little tutorial for Christmas related gift. Or anytime, I guess, but you know, whatever. Anyways, check out KK's and Kristen's channel, which is KK Crochet. There's also a bunch of other people participating in this, so you can either go to KK's channel because they share everybody else's posts, or you can just type into the YouTube search bar hashtag, which is also the # for the older people. # Christmas extravaganza 2025, and it should pop up everybody's videos who has been using that hashtag. So yeah, anyways, enjoy the tutorial. If you make it, I would love to see it. So share it with me via email or a Facebook group, which are always linked below, or on the YouTube community page, which is here on YouTube, because I would love to see it. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here and I'll see you guys next Friday for another quick little gift tutorial idea. And yeah, I guess that's it. Bye guys. For today's tutorial, you will need yarn. I'm using Premier Just Chanel. So it is a number 5, I believe. You need red and green for the strawberry color, and then some worsted weight yarn in either a white or like a gold color to embroider the seeds on. You need a hook that is compatible with your yarn you're using. In my case, this is a elf hook, which is a 3.75mm hook. That works good for me with this type of yarn. If you change your yarn in hook sizes, smaller or larger, it will just make the project come out smaller or larger. You'll also need a yarn needle, a stitch marker, some scissors, a keychain hardware, and some of these little needle nose pliers. These aren't necessarily a must, but it does help the process a little bit easier. So let's hop into it. Okay, to start, we're going to start with red, and we're going to make a magic ring or a magic loop. The way I do it is I like to make an X on my finger. See the X right there? And then I take my hook under the first loop, over the second one, and you grab the second loop, pull it under, and you kind of twist it up, and then you do a chain 1. And there's the magic ring, loop, circle, whatever you call it. Then we're going to put 6 single crochet into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're gonna pull that, not too tight. Okay, so now for round 2, we're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go on this first one, do a single crochet. We're going to put our stitch marker in that stitch. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Kind of poke that through. Okay, now to round 2. I mean, not 2, 3. In this round, we're going to increase every stitch around. So we're going to put an increase in the first stitch. So that's 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. And then we're going to increase all the stitches. So it's going to be a total of 12 stitches. That was 2. So here's 1 increase. So it's 3, 4. The next stitch would be 5, 6. The next stitch would be 7, 8. The next stitch would be 9, 10. And the last stitch would be 11, 12. For row 4, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So it's 12 single crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For round 5, we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. So let's start with 1 single crochet, and then 1 increase, and we're going to repeat that. 1 single crochet, 1 increase, all the way around. It'll be 18 stitches all together. 1 increase, 1 increase, 1 increase, 1 and increase. So that's 18 stitches. So now for round 6 and 7, we are going to single crochet 1 in each stitch around. So it's 2 rounds of 18 stitches all the way around. Okay, I just finished round 6 and 7, which was single crochet all the way around. Now round 8, we're going to do single crochet decrease all the way around. So we'll do 1 single crochet and 1 decrease, 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. You go into 1 stitch, yarn over and pull through, and then you go straight into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and go through all 3. Single crochet decrease. Again, you go into 1 stitch, yarn over, pull through, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and go through all 3. I'm going to repeat that all the way around for a total of 12 stitches. One and decrease. Oops, it's starting to look like a strawberry. Oops, I always forget that last decrease, the last stitch, we need to change colors. So before you yarn over and pull through the 3 loops, snip off red, bring over your green. We're going to finish that last decrease with green. Tie these ends together. Just kind of stuff them in there. Alright, so round 9, so the last round of the body, and then we're going to do the leaves. So we're going to do 1 decrease each stitch around, so it's 6 decreases. Don't really need our stitch marker because the color, the yarn's different. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right here we're going to stop and stuff the strawberry. Okay, for stuffing it, I wouldn't stuff it too densely. Just kind of lightly stuff it. One, you don't want it too heavy because it's a keychain. And 2, if you overstuff it, you'll be able to see it through the stitches. So I'll just put a little bit of stuffing in there. I think that's good. So now we're going to do the leaves. So we're going to keep working with our green yarn. We are going to chain up 3. We're going to slip stitch the second chain from the hook and half double crochet the last chain. That's our first little leaf. We're going to go into our next green stitch, the first one, and we're going to slip stitch. And then we're going to do that again, so chain up 3. We're going to slip stitch the second chain from the hook, and we're going to half double crochet the last chain. So you yarn over, you insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. And we're going to repeat that around. So I'll slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 3, slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, half double crochet the last chain, and then slip stitch, chain up 3, slip stitch the second chain from the hook, half double crochet the last chain, slip stitch into the next stitch, chain up 3, slip stitch second chain from the hook, half double crochet the last chain, if I can get it, and then slip stitch in the next stitch, chain up 3, slip stitch, half double crochet, and slip stitch. So now we're going to leave a little tail. And we're going to use this tail to sew up this hole. Alright, so now we're going to close up the hole that we left here. So what I'm going to do is, here's my yarn tail. I attached it to my needle. I'm going to kind of stick it in here first to get it on the inside here. And then I'm just going to kind of go through these green stitches to cinch them shut. And be careful not to accidentally grab a leaf in with your yarn. Just grabbing some of the green leaf stitch with my yarn and pulling it just to close up that hole. And then once I think it's good and closed, now is the part where we will put the key ring on. So if you want to, you can use your little pliers to just grab hold of some of the yarn with the little circle. You can, like, you know, stick it through there. But what I like to do is I like to first close the circle. They come open, at least in the key rings that I get. So I'm going to close the circle like that. And then I'm going to take my yarn and go through the circle. And then I'm going to go through the amigurumi. So that I can, you know, cinch it down there. And I'm going to go through the circle a couple times and do that. So I went through the circle and now I'm going through parts of the amigurumi. And then I'm going to go through the circle again. This time I'm going to come out somewhere else. So I feel like that's on there pretty securely. And I will deal with this tail when I do the seeds, which is what we're about to do. So now you need to cut off a little bit of either white worsted weight or a yellow color, or whichever color you want. Put it on your needle. And I'm going to go in where this gray yard came out and just come out anywhere on the strawberry. Leave a little bit of tail there because we're going to knot these together and they'll get put inside the strawberry when we're done. So I'm going to knot them together a few times and trim them shorter. And now we're just going to make little lines all over the strawberry, just coming out in different random spots. Don't pull too tight. And see, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to come out up here just to make the little seeds. And you can do this as much or as less as you want. You could do them in a shape if you wanted to, embroider a little shape on there. I'm just going to put some seeds on my strawberry. And the strawberries in real life have a whole bunch of seeds. But I think if you embroidered a whole bunch, it would look kind of weird. But I mean, you do you. You do you. Just going to embroider. There's my tails. We're just going to ignore that. I guess I should have left those longer. So I could take care of this end too. Take them up here. Future note, leave it longer so you can take care of that end. Come out here. I might be able to tie this off. Tie off your last tail. Trim it. Use your crochet hook. Go into one side of the amigurumi. Gently, you know. Come out where the tails are at. Kind of loop them on there. And pull them into the amigurumi. Twist your hook, move it around, coming out so that it will let go of the tails. And if you accidentally pull out any fiber flow, you can poke it back in there. But there's our little strawberry. Isn't that cute? Little strawberry keychain. It's a pretty quick tutorial. And you can make up a whole bunch of these. I made up some of these from my last market and I made 3. I sold 2 of them. So I thought that was pretty good, you know. 2/3 of what I made. But yeah, if you like this tutorial, let me know. If you make it, I'd love to see it, so you can share it with me via email or on the Facebook group, which are linked below, or you can post them here on the YouTube community page. I would love to see them. I'm gonna hop off here and I'll see you guys in the video. Bye guys.